like to be able to turn on your libido, your vitality, your life force on command and channel it, direct it as healing energy, creative energy for all areas of your life. Because if you're only using your sexual energy in the bedroom, or if you're not using it at all, you're definitely missing out big time. And in this video, I will explain you how, what's the opportunity cost of those missed chances you're not taking, all that magic and bliss you are leaving on the table by not having these skills that nobody taught us, right? This is the emotional, sensual, sexual intelligence that we all should have learned in school, but we didn't. It's never too late. So watch till the end to really understand how you can improve this, so that you can improve all the relationships in your life, starting with the most important relationship you will ever have, the one with yourself, right? So my name is Erotic Fernandez. I am a holistic therapist and erotic alchemist. That's the name of my brand, where I help people transmute pain and fear, shame, insecurities into pleasure and love and power and confidence for a more satisfying, fulfilling life, where you get to discover your deepest fantasies and turn ons, and you get to apply that energy of desire as fuel for life, to fuel your personal spiritual evolution. Because as a practicing tantric Buddhist, my belief and my daily prayer is for the benefit of all beings, freedom for all, enlightenment for all, happiness for all. That is what I am here for, and what I actively work for every day, including this video, including the video courses that I offer, the free resources that I share on social media, and my online and in-person in Zurich coaching services. So, for your vitality, for your benefits, this is truly holistic therapy that I offer here, a framework developed over lifetimes of research in this incarnation, more than 10 years devoted to learning more about the body, mind, spirit connection through research, because I have a PhD in social science. My doctoral thesis was about philosophy of language and translation, how meaning structure thoughts and is constructed in different languages and in communicative interactions among humans. So as a social scientist, I am obsessed with research. I've always been fascinated by human minds and exploring the limits of human nature, which is what led me to find yoga, or rather like the Bhagavad Gita, this ancient Vedic text from India says, yoga found me from past incarnations. And again, you don't have to believe in any of these spiritual frameworks. I'm just giving you different proposals. This is not religious. It's just transpersonal, spiritual in the sense of transcendental framework that combines some of that social science and neuroscience that I've studied over the years with different spiritual systems of the world, starting with yoga and tantra from India, but also Taoism from the Far East, shamanism from Latin America, where I spent 4 years of my life living in the jungle mostly, and learning from plant medicine, learning from indigenous cultures to really embody the wisdom, not only from the books, but from real, felt, sensed experience. Because someone can only guide you where they have been, right? And in my case, my journey has taken me very deep into hell and very high up to heaven, and all the way through and in between several times. My personal history beyond my professional qualifications, that again include the PhD and master degree in holistic psychology and several certifications as a yoga teacher, as an Ayurvedic masseuse. What else? A conscious king certificate I also have. Different styles of yoga, Ashtanga, Yin, Vinyasa, Hatha, you name it. But again, the most important thing for me when I choose my own teachers and guides is what they embody, what they've been through. So in my case, that involves a lifetime of mental health struggles, starting with my father's depression, psychosis that led him to suicide when I was 5 years of age, and growing up half orphan in a very emotionally chaotic, dysregulated family context where adults in general were not aware of how to regulate their emotions or even their sexual energy, being slut shamed since a very young age, being sexually repressed, or they didn't manage it very well. But all these attempts at sexual castration and sexual shaming that did have an impact on me, because it led me into years of depression, anxiety, culminating with a suicide attempt that I myself have in my record when I was 25 years of age. Cheers to that. Let's take a deep breath. And that now I'm so grateful for, because our deepest challenges and wounds become our biggest gifts once we alchemize them, right? Alchemy is the science and art of turning lead, heavy metals, poison into gold, the most precious, magical, brilliant, shining gifts. That's what I embody, what I practice, and what I teach first for myself, and then for hundreds of satisfied clients whose reviews you can check off on my website that is linked somewhere here, just for social proof that you see that it's not only me, it's so many people whose lives have been touched by this framework that I have developed thanks to all the hardship I have been through, which included not only the mental health, but also chronic pain that I had for 5 years-ish, with a diagnosis of fibromyalgia that doctors had no idea what to do with. This erotic alchemy was what helped me heal, including a holistic, personalized assessment that included dietary changes, mindset changes, daily routine habits, reprogramming inner beliefs, and some energetic practices, again including self-pleasure, building a different relationship to the body. That's how we can heal mental health, physical health, intergenerational trauma, all sorts of issues, because in this framework of deep connection between body, mind, through the nervous system, through emotional intelligence, through sensuality, through spirituality in a way that's highly personal. You don't have to buy anyone's beliefs. You don't have to believe anything that I'm saying. You take what serves you and you throw away the rest, because you are your own master, and I'm here to empower you to realize that you are the guru, you are the teacher, you are the master. I'm just a mirror, a signpost pointing in the direction of your true eternal immortal self, which is what I can help you connect with. Is I myself struggle so much to get there, so I just wish to make others' journey easier, quicker, smoother, because that's what a teacher can do, and what my teachers have done for myself, to whom I will be forever grateful, just for the shortcuts that they as teachers provided for me, and I am here to provide for you. If you've watched this far, it's because you're resonating, it's because you need the medicine that we're co-creating here together. So thank you so much for being here with me. And for yourself, mostly, first and foremost. So that's about my personal story. The challenges also included, of course, toxic relationships, heartbreak, trauma bonding, financial challenges because of lack of self-worth. I was terrified of appearing on video. Fun fact, I used to be terrified of social speaking and hated seeing myself recorded on video because I hated how I looked. I hated how I sounded. I found myself utterly ridiculous, ugly, despicable, the worst of the worst. And now, there's always room for improvement, but I really like what I see. And I feel pretty confident and positive about myself and around others. And that's also the feedback that I keep getting from clients, because it's the energy I embody and channel and transmit. Confidence and self-acceptance, self-love, and pleasure. Even the fact that when we speak, where our voice is coming from is very important. For instance, as a quick tip, when I speak from my root. I speak from my whole body. I speak from a place of embodiment and pleasure. So my voice comes from the depths of my being. That's what professional singers have to do for endurance and sound quality, projecting the sound. And that's what I teach people. Whether you're someone that needs to improve your public speaking or just want to sound more confident, sexier, those are some examples of client results I get. And how we get there in this holistic framework of healing, as in wholeness, integration of body, emotions, mind, heart, spirit, soul, is through a combination of depth psychology, that is Jungian and transpersonal. I don't know if you're familiar with Stanislav Grof, for instance, who was a psychiatrist that researched a lot spiritual awakenings that I had to study for my own spiritual awakening, which was a crazy Kundalini crisis. So I also help people through that, by the way, to integrate spirituality in a fun, practical way in your daily life, because I struggled so much with that for years. And this combination of psychology with embodiment tools from somatic therapy, from neuroscience, nervous system regulation, Tantra as an ancient technology of connecting spirit and matter, carnality and spirituality, realizing that as non-dual spiritual traditions, also Taoism, teach, there is no real separation between you and I, yin, yang, masculine, feminine. It's just one consciousness, one God, one Big Bang energy, whatever you want to call the energy that animates the universe, that created the universe from a scientific or spiritual point of view. For me, it is the same. There's non-dualism. Opposites touch, two sides of the same coin, which is a basic tenet of Hermeticism, Western occultism, alchemy. And all this information, by the way, is available more in depth in my online courses, which on my website, again, you can find more information about, and I will tell more when we get towards the end of the video. But now, to keep telling you about the tools that I offer and my clients enjoy so deeply. One client's favorite, beyond the talk therapy and the tantric embodiment practices, including massage. I guide self-massage in online coaching through video calls. I have video courses that teach you massage for yourself and to share with others. And I also give massages hands-on in person in Zurich, as well as kink and BDSM sessions that are a form of hands-on interactions that in my case I use for therapy. Not many people do this. This is really unique. Tantric kink, therapeutic BDSM is creme de la creme, the cherry on top of the therapeutic toolkits, so holistic, that I've built over the years. So for those of you who may not know, BDSM is an acronym that stands for bondage, domination, submission, and sadomasochism. It's a framework to explore the taboo desires that we all have to some degree or another. So a kink is this guilty pleasure that can be sexual or non-sexual. For instance, your kink can be voyeurism, or it can be to have a very deep, meaningful, long-term romantic relationship. Your kink could be to become a millionaire on the internet. Your kink is whatever guilty pleasure that really turns you on and you feel a bit uncomfortable confessing to others and maybe even to yourself. And in my work, including the free questionnaire that you get when you subscribe to the newsletter, which is linked in my website, by the way. So subscribe to get your free questionnaire as a welcome gift. And there's erotic theme questionnaire that is based on the amazing best-selling book, The Erotic Mind by Dr. Jake Morin, another doctor like me. I don't know if I said it before. I'm a fake doctor of philosophy. But anyhow, Jake Morin wrote in his book, The Erotic Mind, about hundreds of case studies that he compiled in his work as a sex therapist over decades of research. And to that, I've added my own research and my own twist to put together a questionnaire that is going to help you uncover your deepest fantasies and turn-ons in life, so that you can connect them to the challenges that you experience and channel the energy of the turn-ons to overcome the challenges and alchemize them into blessings. Really, that questionnaire is just so powerful. It helps people have life-changing, mind-blowing insights. So go get it if you have not yet. You can pause me here, I'll forgive you, and come right back. And to keep going over the how and the why of this work, this really bridges the spiritual and the sexual, the kinky and the scientific, in ways that very few people out there even attempt to do, even are aware of. And the depth that I bring to the table in this shadow work for enlightenment that reconciles polar opposites for internal union, the inner marriage, that's the purpose of the great work of alchemy, and will help you then manifest and materialize all your desires into reality, because that's the real flex. That's pretty unique about me, and that's one of the biggest takeaways of my clients as well, that people who did not feel safe or met or understood, even by their therapists, even by healers, then they come to me and they get it, and they evolve, and they get the quantum shift and the breakthrough that they've been working towards for years. Why? Because I hold that safe space for wholeness, for accepting and embracing everything that you are, reconciling all your contradictions and paradoxes, I wrote my master thesis and my PhD thesis around paradoxes, by the way. It's one of my favorite topics as a Gemini sun. And yeah, life is a paradox. It's just, impossible to be human and not feel conflicted at a certain point. And this work is going to help you solve those inner conflicts so that you also get better at solving outer conflicts. That's going to, again, upgrade all your relationships, personal and professional. And speaking of astrology, when you sign up for my coaching programs, because I have 3 tiers of levels of service that I'm going to be speaking and detailing more in a moment. But to get to the coaching, you can book an introductory call, first consultation call through the link, my website. And there you get to analyze, go over your challenges, and receive, with my help, elaborate a step-by-step action plan that will give you clarity, will give you direction, and will give you confidence so that you walk away with actionable steps towards your goal that we clarify together in the call. And as part of that, you also get your personal roadmap report that includes your astrology, human design, and gene keys charts, what I love to call your instruction manual from the universe. All my long-term coaching clients get that. I don't do single consultations because when I invest in you, you invest in me, we're investing in each other. A lot of time and energy goes there. So to make sure I give you the best support and that you get the best possible service, you can book the first call, but then if you commit, you commit, and we go together all the way to the accomplishment of your goals, your desires for internal satisfaction. Yeah. Then, if you're not ready for that level of commitment yet, on my website you find a series of free resources, the newsletter that I was mentioning, to which as a welcome gift that you get the moment you subscribe, you receive the free erotic theme questionnaire and a video activation, guided erotic alchemy practice. Then there's the podcast link you will find also on my website. Then, as a lower investment, lower level of commitment to get started in this world of tantra, of sexual healing, of kink and BDSM, you will find some video courses on female and male pleasure for all genders, because we all have both energies inside of us in different proportions. And you can choose where you prefer to start depending on your own gender, what you identify with most in this moment, and what you feel you need to work most on in this moment. If you have doubts, you can book that consultation and I can advise you on what could be most beneficial for you, the most beneficial course of action. So both for the female and the male pleasure courses, you have a masterclass that's guided massage with explicit real models. So for instance, for the women that's squirting, you get real instructions with a real model where you see me make her squirt, and you will be able to learn how to do that to yourself, to women. Then in the male pleasure, you have a real model that you learn, that's on which, or thanks to which, you will learn techniques to practice on yourself or on men for edging and retention, to increase the stimulation, the amount of sexual energy in circulation, and circulate it through the whole body to have full body orgasms. So both masterclasses with real explicit models are highly helpful for you to understand in practice what it means to have full body orgasms, multiple orgasms, which is totally possible for men and for women. And if you're going to go deeper into that, that's part of my online and in-person coaching as well. Then there are 2 in-depth courses, one for male, one for female, with 7 lessons each that are designed to be a 7-week journey where you get the video lessons about the neuroscience of pleasure, the anatomy of pleasure, and also some tantric energetic practices. Every week there's a piece of homework to help you integrate this into your daily life. And that includes, for instance, the wheel of consent, erotic archetypes, yin-yang energy, light, dark, masculine and feminine, how you can understand these better to upgrade all your relationships in new ways, open up new possibilities to use your sexual energy for a more pleasurable, ecstatic, blissful life in all areas, from the bedroom to the boardroom. And that's a summary of what I have to offer. Let me see if I am missing any points. Yeah, so just to sum it up, what you can do right now, I highly encourage you visit the website, and if you have not, first subscribe to the newsletter, get the free resources, erotic theme questionnaire, Erotic Alchemy video activation. Check the podcast out. Then the next level are the video courses for female-male pleasure, including the squirting masterclass, the lingam massage for edging, retention, full body orgasms, multiple orgasms for men and for women. Then the in-depth female and male pleasure video courses. Then the next level is book a consultation call with me. And I have clients from all over the world. That link is in my website. And that is an initial contact point to help you clarify your goals and build together a step-by-step action plan that will get you there, whether you choose to keep working with me or you prefer to do it on your own or with someone else. You know, this is about you investing in you, and you get to choose. I'm just giving you new options to expand your possibilities, because together we go further. And I can take you very, very far if you just allow yourself to take the first step. And it's very normal to feel scared when we're in the middle of a life transition, when we are on the verge of a breakthrough. I get it, been there, done that. And yet I've invested thousands and thousands of monies in different currencies, in different countries in my life, or at 4 continents over the past 10 years of my life, on my personal growth and education, to fill this lacuna of emotional, erotic, sensual, sexual intelligence. And I've never regretted a single investment. So my heartfelt advice to you is be scared and do it anyway. Invest in yourself, because your ego is gonna throw a tantrum. The ego does not want to die. The ego does not want to change. The ego wants to stay the old way, in the comfort zone of familiarity, even if that comfort zone is painful and uncomfortable. And again, been there, done that. And just as a final note, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is facing the fear and making love with the fear. And yeah, feeling it, enjoying it. Because in the framework of Erotic Alchemy, we get to feel and enjoy everything that life throws at us. There is literally nothing that you cannot enjoy and alchemize into pleasure and love and bliss. That's the power of this work. based on self-inquiry, massage, which is hands-on for the people in Zurich. You can also find my contact here, my social media links, my email. You can message me there. Feel free to reach out to me. I always love to hear from you. For the online people all over the world, I guide you to learn massage with yourself or with couples. I work with men, women, singles, couples, non-binary people. All genders and sexual orientations are welcome, because I believe gender is a spectrum between yin and yang, and we all have different combinations of different energies. So I don't judge. I've also seen all sorts of kinks. I've helped people with addictions to pornography, sex addiction, which I used to have as well, different addictions and kinks, including golden shower, including scatology and coprophilia, because some people are into shit, literally. And there are many reasons for that, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. So, however dark your shit may be, don't worry, I will not judge you. I will help you shine light on the shadows, because the real shadow work is not just slaying the demons, it's learning how to dance with them and make them serve you. Make your demons, your shadows, your darkness work with you, for you. That's what I do. And I've seen it all. I've facilitated exorcisms. So again, no judgment, no shame. All of you is welcome. All of you is useful for something. Even the dark, ugly parts that sometimes we want to push away, if you really stay long enough and shine the light on your conscious awareness onto those, they will reveal their true face, which in the end is always love. That's my personal belief, that only love is real, that everything is a manifestation of divine love. And again, you may or may not resonate with this as a religious, spiritual message, but I'm sure that in your heart, you can feel the love. Whenever we breathe into the heart, into the present moment, that's a refuge of the eternal present, the gift that keeps on giving. So that's pretty much it. I have limited spots and limited availability. So if this resonated before the waitlist keeps building up, I highly recommend that you get in touch, book your call as soon as possible, invest in yourself, go do something that turns you on, that motivates you. Do a pattern interrupt. Do something different if you want different results, which is exactly what I am here to help you get. Different results. The life you dream of, the life you desire. The better world that our hearts know as possible. So thank you, and I'll see you very soon.